This is my latest Costco video and my first Costco video I've done in my new house. So I was in Costco earlier today and I picked up some of my favorite / best finds that you can get probably in your local store as well. Don't stress, we're gonna have a downloadable link that you'll be able to take to a PDF that will give you a link to all the products I'm about to talk about. Now, first and foremost, Costco does a really great job with organic fruits and vegetables. I generally suggest staying with what is in season, and I picked up organic apples, picked up some clementine. They also had some organic berries, which I recognize are not in season in the middle of winter, but they're very popular in my house and they last about 24 hours. Next, I wanted to also bring to your attention, they have a lot of great grass-fed meat. We get quite a bit of grass-fed beef there. What I found really interesting is they're now carrying a brand called Bass Straight, and it is grass-fed and grass-finished meat. We picked up some fillets. They also had ribeyes. They had quite a bit of other types of meat, chicken. They had lamb, they had duck. They had quite a bit of options. A lot of cheeses. In my house, it's really popular to get these little fresh mozzarellas. Obviously with teenage boys, they don't last very long, but let's get into the really interesting stuff. Now in my house, this brand, it's called TETON Waters Ranch. They have grass-fed beef. These are like mini hot dogs. They also had sausage, really clean ingredients, and you can get them very economically because you can get quite a bit of quantity. My oldest son loves these chicken breakfast links. They're easy to cook up. Again, they're gluten-free, they're paleo, there are no nitrates, which is certainly of benefit. We've been trying these outer aisle cauliflower sandwich thins. They're really good. You can crisp them up. They're literally just fresh cauliflower, eggs, a little bit of Parmesan cheese and nutritional yeast. That's a nice option. And whether or not you've heard of Kevin's. Kevin's is a brand, they have a clean pre-made meals. Both my kids on nights when my husband and I are not cooking, they can put these together really quickly. And this size is very economical. It's a whole lot larger than what you get in a local store. This one's the Korean barbecue beef, and we also have a cilantro lime chicken. Next are boobies. Boobies are my favorite pickles. Anyone that follows me knows I love cucumbers. I'm just obsessed with them, and these are fantastic. This is a much larger variety than what you get in the grocery store. And a serving of these is about 6 pickles, which, no, it is not sugar-free, but it is a fun kind of cucumber variation pickle option. I was really delighted to see one of my favorite krauts. I love fermented foods, and I have a little bit of fermented cabbage. I have a lot of different brands in my home, but they have wild brine. This is a dill pickle variation. Again, I've got this thing about dill pickles, cucumbers, things like that. A couple tablespoons a day is great for keeping your gut microbiome healthy. I've talked a lot about these macadamia nuts. You can really get an economical size in Costco. This is about 1.5 pounds. This is about as economical as they can be. Macadamia nuts and sea salt. I love these. We buy 2 bags of these at a time and they last probably about 1.5 months. Really low carb, nice nut option. I love that they carry avocado spray. This is Avo Pacific. You get a 2-pack. It's avocado oil spray. This is a nice variation compared to a lot of the junk oil sprays that are out there, and very reasonably priced. I was excited to see, this is a Thai coconut curry. This brand got clean ingredients. You can throw it into the slow cooker. You can top it with sauces. Just makes a really easy, clean sauce. And again, junk-free. Cauli rice, let's go without saying, anything that you can throw together really quickly. It is literally just rice cauliflower in individualized bags, so it keeps it really quick and easy. And I love that they're now carrying Siete. Siete is one of my favorite brands, family-owned business. They have really high-quality products. At Costco, they had the almond flour, but they have lots of other variations that you can find in most of your grocery stores. Almond flour tends to be a little lower carb. If you're sensitive to oxalates, obviously you have to be careful about that. My kids were excited to see that they have Who brand cookies. Now, obviously, don't send me any messages about the fact that we do have some processed foods. I'm definitely a realist, especially now that I have teenagers. I'm trying to find cleaner options of foods that they can find in the regular grocery store. Who brand does a really great job with clean ingredients. There's not a lot in the bag, so you have to just make sure that your teenagers don't go overboard and eat the whole bag in one sitting. They have Lily's dark chocolate baking chips. What I like about these is they're made with stevia, so they have a more negligible impact on your blood sugar and insulin response. About 48 servings in this bag. Sometimes we'll cook with these, or you can just eat them out of the bag, but Lily's dark chocolate is a nice option. Now I have to tell you my favorite chip in the world, which sadly, my blood sugar doesn't really respond really well to, but everyone in my family loves these. It's banana plantain chips. I love these. It's my favorite chip ever. Unfortunately, my blood sugar doesn't like it, but It is a very clean chip. It literally has like 3 ingredients. And this is a very economical size bag. Usually you get about, I don't know, a third less or a third of a bag in the grocery store. And so this is certainly something that works well with teenage boys and a husband who likes them. Last but not least, I have 2 chip options. These are Whisps. They're cheese crisps, they're Parmesan cheese crisps. They're literally 2 ingredients. These are very popular, as is cheese in my house. I am dairy free, so I abstain from eating them. And my husband wanted to make sure that I share these with you. These are pretzel chips. These are actually a clean pretzel chip without any junk oils. And while I'm talking about ingredients, the things that I try to avoid when we are looking at processed foods in the grocery store or Costco or anywhere is I try to avoid seed oils. Seed oils are canola, soybeans, sunflower, safflower, etc. I did a great podcast with Dr. Kate Shanahan about the danger of seed oils and how they're highly inflammatory, oftentimes rancid, and you really want to avoid them because there is a direct relationship with the consumption of seed oils and then also carbohydrate cravings and insulin resistance. So you definitely want to stay away from those. And just as a rule, I try to stay away from soy and certainly processed soy as much as possible. So these are some really clean options. Click the link in below the YouTube video and we'll give you a nice PDF so you can have all of these things available to you. Let me know what you're interested in learning more about and I'll be coming back to you with more videos.